So I'll come to a conclusion. And the conclusion that I came to is that those of you who you really want to try colored hair and you're afraid because you just don't know how to wear it. So right now, I'm just going to give a few tips on how to wear colored hair to make it look right for you. So as you can see, I'm dark skinned and I wear a lot of different colored hair. My favorite colored hair to wear is I like dark red, like burgundy or 99J. This one, it said 99J, but it's not. It's like a 530. I always get 350 and 530 mixed up, but I think it's a 530. I like turquoise, blue. About a year ago, I think about a year or so ago, I started wearing lavender. I like purple, and I'm able to wear these colors and feel confident in them because I know how to put them together. So as you can see, I don't have on any makeup. So one thing I am going to tell you is that certain colors are only going to look right on you if you wear makeup. And I'm just being honest. If you don't wear makeup, some colors will look okay, maybe like browns or something. But if you really want to get into the fun colors, you have to make the entire look cohesive in order for it to look right. So like this color that I have on now, it looks okay, I guess. But once I put on my makeup, I'm going to look a whole lot better. And you don't have to wear a full face of makeup. You don't. You can just, the main key points to make your hair up here go right is your other hair on your face has to look right along with it. So whatever color your hair is, your eyebrows and your lashes need to be at least 1 to 2 shades or maybe 3 shades darker than whatever color your hair is, but you should make that color complement. So for example, if I'm wearing black hair, which I never wear black hair, but if I did wear black hair, you can do maybe an off black eyebrow, but don't do jet black. Honestly, jet black eyebrows are very strong. Some girls look nice when they achieve that look, but to me personally, I don't feel that it looks right on me, especially now that I'm older. In beauty school, they taught us that when people are older, you really should veer away from those darker colors because all they do is make you look older. So when my hair is burgundy, when it's red, I wear burgundy eyebrows. I wear, dark red eyebrows. When my hair is turquoise, as you can see here, my eyebrows are also turquoise, but the way that I do it in a way to make it look right. So today I'm going to do my eyebrows. So like I said, I'll show y'all the finished look as well. But like I said, whenever I do my eyebrows, I always make sure that the color match. So like I said, if my hair is blue, my eyebrows are going to be blue. They're not going to be bright blue. And it's actually going to be such a subtle look that people don't really notice or, pay attention. Even if they do, it's not so bright. And to be honest, I get a lot of compliments. So normally this right here is the main color that I wear. And this is burgundy. This is the color I wear when my hair is burgundy or red, or I wear this one right here. So I normally get this one from the beauty supply store. It's called Plum. So this one, let me see if I have a new one. This one is called Burgundy, but you can't see that. So this one is Ruby Kisses. Oh. And I'm gonna turn it around. So this one is Burgundy. This is the one that I mainly wear. So I drew both colors on a piece of paper towel to show you what the colors look like. So this Burgundy, it kind of gives brown. So actually, even if your hair is dark red, it's okay. You could do like a dark brown, but don't do black. Black, you can do black, but to make it all look cohesive and more natural, I know this is not a natural color, but to make your face look more natural to go along with your hair, me personally, I either do burgundy or I do, I really tried to kill that fly before I got started and I just gave up. And now it's going crazy because I have a balcony right here and I have the door open because I don't want to turn on the AC. I might take a break and kill it. I don't know yet. But anyway, so I'm gonna go ahead and get started. So normally, like I said, I usually use this one. I buy a lot of them and I just save them. I just, so they'll last me a while. But today, I'm gonna take it a little step further and I'm gonna use this one. I don't use this one very often because it's more red, but for the sake of showing you guys, how easy it is to make it look right, I'm gonna do that. Now, normally I do wear burgundy eyelashes as well. But the only ones that I have left are some that are too big. They're really big and fluffy. And I will only wear those if I, maybe going to a special event or something like that. And so I did have some that I ordered that I was wearing, but I don't know where they are. I think I might have fell asleep on them. So, but it's fine. So, since I can't find those, I'm going to wear my dark brown eyelashes. So I have 2 different dark brown eyelashes that I wear. So these right here, I wore them already. So they have a little glue, but all I do is just pick the glue off of them. But they're really pretty. They're brown and they're not too strong. It's okay. You can wear black with them, but if you want a more subtle look, go for the dark brown. And so I've worn these already too. But let me see. I'll put them next to some black lashes. Here we go. Some. I'll put them next to some black lashes just so you can be able to see the difference in color. So these are brown and these are black. I don't know if that really helps. But me personally, I love the brown ones. And to be honest, this particular set that I had a bunch of them and I've been wearing them for the last few years, but the company that I ordered them from, they don't sell them anymore. And I'm so upset. And so now I can only find the smaller brown lashes. And so I'm going to keep looking. And whenever I do find them, I'll share them. But yeah, lately I've been wearing the shorter more natural length brown lashes, but I am going to wear these today. All I do is I just pick the glue off of them. So you know, you can keep wearing them over and over, you know, as long as the shape is okay. Some people watch theirs. I don't go that far. All right. So another thing that I do is I lay my eyebrows down. I'm not about to spend no extra money on a laminating kit. I'm not about to buy a little small container of eyebrow, whatever you call it, that lays your eyebrows down when I can use this. When this whole thing lasts me a very long time for my hair and my eyebrows, I'm just not going to do it. You can also use another thing that I used to use to lay my eyebrows down is Ampro Pro Style gel, but I use the clear one. And so the trick to using that Impro Pro Style gel is I let it get kind of dry. Like I don't like to use it when it's fresh out of the jar. I let it sit like maybe like lift the cap off of it and let it sit like for a day without the cap on it. Or put it, if you don't want your whole jar to get like that, then just put it in a small container. And as you can see, I'm using a very small amount, and I'm not even going to use all of this, only just a little bit. Only just a little bit. And I'm lightly just dabbing it on my eyebrow, just lightly dabbing it, rubbing it up. And then I'm using my finger in my brush, my spoolie, to lay it down. So the reason why I like for either the Pro Style to dry out, or the reason why I like this, is because it dries pretty quickly. Because you don't want it just to be wet. You want it to hurry up and dry. And so you do need to have your eyebrows already cut into the shape that you want first. I don't really shape my eyebrows that often because I don't really have a whole lot of eyebrows. And so I shape my eyebrows up maybe about once a month, or maybe once every other month. So like I said, normally I use this one, which is more subtle. But today I'm going to use this one. Mind you, these are lip liners. So a lot of times this color, the red, I don't really see red eyeliner. Is this one eyeliner? Normally whenever I see a red, yeah, usually when I see any type of a red or a burgundy, it's usually a lip liner. So, but I don't care. I do not care, you know, as long as it works. So I just do like a little line. I outline my eyebrows first, and I'm not pressing too hard. Don't press too hard. Just, you know, just hold your eyeliner or lip liner, hold it lightly and go around. And see, this one is very red. I might do an ombre effect with it. I don't know yet. But you just want to just lightly go around it. And another reason why I wanted to do it like this, because I think that it shows up better on video as well. So I be holding my breath when I be doing it sometimes, because I really be trying to just stay steady. So then after you've gone around the eyebrows, and if you feel like that look okay, then fill it in. But I like to go upwards. But I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go just a little at the bottom with this burgundy one, just only in the back area, and go in the direction that your hair is lying. All right, so I kind of went out a little bit, but that's okay. I'll fix that when I'm going around them. So you just do a little bit more of this burgundy. I'm just putting a little burgundy in the back. So now I'm going to come back in. This one has like a little dip to it, so I'm just going to fix that little dip. Okay, I think that's better. So now I'm going to just fill the rest of this in. And I'm going upwards in the same direction that the hair is going. And I'm trying not to press too hard because I don't want it to look like clumpy, but I do want to blend out the line that I drew around it. So once I get to the front, I'm really going light. I'm actually, instead of rubbing it, I'm tapping it, I'm touching it. So not too much in the front, because I like a faded, tapered effect in the front of my eyebrows. I don't like it just to be a straight line. That's just my preference. And I'm going to do the same thing with the other eyebrow. I remember I used to, when, you know, I've been wearing color hair since I was like in 8th grade. You know, that's when I first started like really like, you know, doing hair and doing my own hair. And I get a lot of stares. Like when I went places, I used to get a lot of stares. People just always look. But now it's the norm. Like everybody wear color hair. So I don't get the stares that often. But when I did, I didn't get offended. Like if I catch somebody staring at me, I wave at them, make them feel nice and uncomfy. All right. So I'm just tapping this in the front. And for this next part, I either use my finger or I'll use a Q-tip, right? And I just blend this out, take a little bit of the color up from back here and use that to help me like blend it. It takes time to do this and like to figure out how to do this and make it look right. And then it depends on your eyebrow. Like my eyebrows are crazy. My left eyebrow, the hair grows, you know, back in the backwards direction, just like anyone else's eyebrow. but my right eyebrow, the hair literally grows straight up. So when I shape my eyebrow, they never look the same. They always look crazy. And that's one reason why, if you know me, you know I've been coloring my eyebrows in for years, because that's something that I'm insecure about. And I'm just being honest. I don't like the fact that my eyebrows are different and it just look crazy. No matter who shape them up, no matter how I shape them up, it just look crazy because they don't grow in the same direction. So when I was younger, my mama, she used to like lick her thumb and like rub my eyebrow back. Like, mama, it's not going nowhere. It's not gonna change. So as you can see, this is what I have so far. I went around the perimeter of the eyebrow with the eyeliner, and then I went in with the eyeliner going upwards. And this lasts all day. Like, this got to be glue, it really lasts. But if you don't have got to be glue, you can get you just a little small jar of Impro Pro Style or Eco Styler, put some in a little container and let it get kind of dry so it can be kind of sticky or tacky. So, and I just use one of these. If you don't have one of these, use an old toothbrush. I never throw away toothbrushes. Whenever I'm done with a toothbrush, I feel like I could use it to clean some shoes. I could use it for something, some edges or whatever. So yeah. So now I'll kind of skip around a little bit so you don't have to just watch me do my full face of makeup. But so some of the parts I'll skip through because it really does take me a while sometimes to do my makeup. But I am going to use a primer. My daughter gave me this primer. But I'll be honest with you, this is something that's very controversial, I guess. Well, I've seen that it's been controversial. I used to use milk of magnesia as a primer, but then I started using calamine lotion. So do with that information what you will. Maybe do some research first, but I do like to use calamine lotion. But mainly I like to use calamine lotion when I'm really trying to do like a super duper like deep face with eyeshadow and everything. Today I don't think I'm going to use eyeshadow. If I do, it'll be very light. I'm gonna turn my fan on. So yeah, if I do use some eyeshadow, it'll be very light, but I'm not trying to do a super beat. So I'm not even going to use like real foundation because I don't need to do all of that today. So yeah, I'm just going to put on a little bit of this primer. Roll it back a little bit. And it's just a brush I like to use for my primer. Get up under those bags. I used to be very embarrassed about showing my under eye bags, because I've been having under eye bags since I was in my 20s, and I've always been very insecure about letting people see my eyebrows without anything on them. When I used to smoke and I had really dark lips, I was really insecure about that as well. I never wanted anybody to see how dark my lips was, but now, as you can see, I don't have those smoker lips anymore because I definitely don't smoke and I do things to take care of my lips. But also, I just don't care anymore. I know I feel very confident within myself, so I just do not even care. I don't, people don't like it. That's not my problem. It's not my business. All right, so I'm gonna get this primer up in here. So I'm gonna do some color correcting really quickly, but I'll kind of skip through that. But I normally use orange because I have those dark under eye circles. So I use what is this color called? It's just called orange corrector. So I just use that on my dark areas. I like to use it on the corner of my mouth. So I wear glasses. I've been wearing glasses since I was a kid, and they left dark marks on the sides of my nose. So I just it's time for me to switch this out. Oh. All right. Yeah, you don't always have to throw your sponges away. Just cut around them and use them. So I'm just gonna blend this out. I thank God so much that my acne has calmed down. Like I never would have shown my face like this without no makeup. Because it's hard. Like, having acne is very hard, and if you never had it, you're lucky. But it's something that is very hard to deal with. And a lot of times people get judged for wearing makeup, or people think, oh, you got acne just because you don't wash your face. That's not the case. Like, people have acne because they have hormonal imbalances and all kinds of things. So you really shouldn't judge people. Like, I can't stand when I see people judging other people about wearing makeup. Everyone is not at the same place mentally. Some people wear makeup to mask things that they feel insecure about. And if that's what they want to do, then so be it. But some people wear makeup just for the fun of it. Like, sometimes I just like to have fun with the makeup. I like to try different colors. I mean, you only get one life, literally. So I feel like since I only have this one life to live, I might as well have fun with it. I love wearing hair color, and people judge about that. They judge about wearing wigs, but my question is, like, why does it bother you? Like, people will sit up and watch a whole video of somebody wearing makeup or doing makeup and be like, well, you shouldn't wear this. What are you here for? Like, why are you even watching? If you don't wear it, that's fine. You go to the I don't wear makeup channel. Go there. Go to the I don't wear wigs channel. Instead of ridiculing people for what they do. I'm so tired of this fly. So yeah, what I do is, I think sometimes I put a little too much color corrector on, but it's okay. So I'm just, blending this out right now. And instead of, oh no, I didn't get it. But instead of rubbing, as you can see, I'm dabbing because I'm really not trying to move this too far out, just only in this area. So as you can see, you don't see the dark under eye anymore. Some people blend under like outwardly. Some people only stay just in that area where the color correction needs to be made. This fan got my eye watering. All right, so I'm gonna use a little powder, a little translucent powder, just to lock that in. It's white powder, and I know some people might be like, white powder on dark skin. Yes, it actually does work. But it's not like you're about to be walking around looking like a ghost. This is only just to lock that in, and then you move on to the next step. You don't have to use the white powder. You can use brown powder too. I kind of switch up between them both. I don't know. I just like to try different things, see what I like, see what I don't like. All right, so now I'm gonna take my big brush and just blend this in. And one thing that I like to do when I'm doing my makeup, I do finishing spray a couple of times, not just only when I'm done with my makeup, but I do it I do the finishing spray in between different steps if I remember to do it. So normally I make my own finishing spray, and I make it with rose water, glycerin. What do I use? Rose water, glycerin. Sometimes I'll boil my own roses and strain them, or I buy rose water, mix it with glycerin, aloe vera, and I think that's it. I'm gonna have to double check my recipe, but I think it's just rose water, glycerin, and aloe vera. Because I have oily skin, so and I'm really nervous about getting breakouts, so I really try to be careful about the stuff that I use. But I actually found this spray. It's a matte spray. I got this from Five Below, so I've been using it for a while, and I really like it. And today I'm going for a matte look, just because I'm doing some more videos later, and I think that look better with matte makeup. I don't really like shiny makeup being on camera, so I just did like just a quick little spray, just to basically lock that in. Let me plug this up because I do not want my battery to die. I've been having the same fan for several years and it still works. It's time for me to change my time for me to I thought it died on me. It's time for me to change my stickers on it. My eyes keep watering. Okay, so now time for the foundation. Normally the foundations that I use is Il Makiage, but I ran out and it's $40 and I just didn't want to spend $40. But this is very, very good. It's called I Woke Up Like This. I love it. I've had it a few times, but I'm all out. Oh, that's the same, different one. See, I've had a couple of them. One of them busted. When I went out of town, the whole jar busted. I really wanted to cry. So, but I'm not going to use that. My drugstore foundation that I like to use is Fit Me by Maybelline, but I'm not going to use that because I really don't need to. I really like to use those if I really like deep, but today I'm going to use BB. It's a BB cream, or it's a moisturizer. It's a tinted moisturizer. And you can literally get this from Dollar General or one of those kind of stores. One of them I had for a while, so it's kind of liquidy. It's the other one. So I really like this because it's really light. I don't need to use a lot. And I think that it blends well. So when I get up by my eyes, I dab. I usually like to dab all the way around. When I get to doing this, I usually take my headband off because I want to get as close to my wig as possible. And let me tell you something. If you want to wear a wig, wear your damn wig, okay? Don't let people be sitting up like, oh, you shouldn't wear wigs, and they calling it helmets and everything like that. Look, if other people feel comfortable with the way they do their hair, okay. Because people be so quick to be like, people, y'all need to start wearing y'all real hair. Okay, but then when you wear your real hair, people talk about you. Like, it don't even matter. Like, wear what you like, wear what make you feel comfortable. Because at the end of the day, you're living your life. You're not living somebody else's life. So if people want to sit up here and go the natural route, okay, nobody's telling you not to go natural. Ain't nobody stalking y'all like, oh, don't go natural. Don't wear your real hair. Y'all girls wear y'all real hair. Blah blah blah. Like, no. So anyways, let me. And this, I love this brush. I got this from Il Makiage as well, and I be washing it, letting it dry. I love this brush so much. So I'm just blending around my wig. So after this, I'm gonna go ahead and make my eyebrows pop. It's okay if you don't really want to make your eyebrows pop. Just be very careful when you color them in and leave it at that. Like leave it like this. But me, no, I'm gonna really make them pop. I'm gonna make them stand out even more. So for that, I use LA Girl Pro Concealer, but I use two different shades. So I've been experimenting using different shades for a while. I used to use chestnut. I still use chestnut sometimes. Or what was the other color? So this one is chestnut. Oh, and espresso. I used to use chestnut espresso, and I still use those sometimes. But lately, I have been using toast. I use toast, and I use warm honey for certain things. When I do my eyeshadow, and I want my eyeshadow to stick out, I use either the warm honey, or is it, yeah, warm honey, or I use porcelain. Or if I really, 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 really want my eyeshadow to stick out, I use white. So, but today I will be using Toast. Now, it's okay if you want to use like the lighter color underneath and then the darker color at the top. I switch it up sometimes. Today, I think I just might do the lighter color at the bottom. Do I really want to? I don't want to. But since I already did it right there, I'm going to do it right here too. Because I'm not really doing too much there. Like, I'm not doing any eyeshadow. If I do, it'll be very little. Because normally I would have done my eyeshadow already. Like I like to do my eyeshadow in the beginning to get it over with and then do the rest of my makeup. Yeah, I'm not gonna do the warm honey. I'm gonna stick with the Toast. So normally, since this is mine and I'm not doing makeup on anyone else and I'm just doing something, quick, I usually just use the brush on my face. But um if you want, you can use one of these kind of brushes. These are really good uh, for getting that concealer around your eyebrows like you want it to go. I have a couple of these different sizes and shapes. Here's another one right here. Ooh, that's fly getting on my nerves. Where it go? This one. I already got some makeup on. I have to clean it, so I haven't been using it lately because I need to wash it. But these they're flatter like that. So let me wipe this off because I'm not going to use that. Oh, that fan had my eye watering. So I'm going to squeeze just a little out on the back of my hand, or sometimes I'll squeeze it in the cap and do it like that. And you don't want too much at the tip of the brush. And so I'm just going to go around, hold my breath. And I'm just going to bring it down just a little bit. Because what I'm going to do is when I blend this, you never want to touch that line. You never want to touch this line that you made. You only want to blend under that. You want to let that just dry up right at the eyebrow. You don't want to mess with that. Sorry if I'm quiet. I was holding my breath. I'll be holding my breath doing this. Now, like I said, I like to wear a different color hair, but a couple of colors that I don't like to wear, like I've worn it before, but it's really not my favorite, is like burnt orange. I really don't like wearing burnt orange. I don't like bright shades of green. Yeah, those are two of the main colors that I don't like to wear. Normally, if I'm doing my eyebrows, I would have done all of this first, and then after I got done and did my foundation, I would have went back and went around here. But I'm going to just do that now because I'm not doing all that eyeshadow and everything today. Because I basically kind of want to show you guys, even though it's not technically natural, but I just want to show you how to make wearing color look natural. Because mind you, I've worked in professional corporate fields for a long time, and like I was a supervisor in leadership position wearing different color hair. But when I wore it, I still made myself look presentable. I still wore like, I still dressed up. I wore my dresses with my blazer and things like that. So you can wear color and still look classy and still look presentable. So this fly, he think he's gonna make his debut. Oh, almost got it. If I was my grandmama, I would have got it. My grandmama, flies hate to see her coming. God rest her soul. But my grandmama, oh, she had that hand. She had that hand. You is not getting away from my grandmama. When she got her eyes locked in on you, it's a done one. It's over for you. Okay. So I went around under my eyebrows with the Toast underneath and at the top. Another concealer that's been very popular is e.l.f. concealer. I've never used it before, but my daughter uses it. So I'm going to reuse this sponge. I used it yesterday, so leave me alone. Still got color on it, but I literally just used this yesterday. So and I'm just blending under. Like I put a little bit more just so I can only blend underneath. If you notice, I'm not touching that line. Do not disturb the line. Let it dry out. Once it dries out, it's going to even out. I am blending that lighter area right here though, where I put that lighter color. Yeah, let that line dry out because that's what's going to really have your eyebrows looking crispy. And when I tell you, like everywhere I go, like I'm always getting compliments on my eyebrows. People are always liking my eyebrows. Even back in the day when I used to wear like the really thin, if you know me, I used to wear like the really thin eyebrows. But even back then, I did those neat. I did those nice and got a lot of compliments. But now look at those pictures and I cringe. I definitely cringe. All right. And so what I like about these sponges is the width of the sponge is just perfect for me to continue with the blending of my eyebrows. So I usually take the sponge, go down my nose, just tapping it, right? But I make sure that I tap the front of my eyebrows because that really gives it that really good gradient effect. Okay, so now at this point, it's time for the powder. So, well, actually, I'm not gonna do the powder yet. I still have to do like my under eyes. Yeah, I'll do the under eyes first, then I'll say what I was about to say. So for my under eyes, I am gonna go a little bit lighter with the what is this? The warm honey, and I'm doing just a little bit on my chin. That's a little too much. I'm gonna have to steal some of that. My chin and my under eye, because when I'm on camera, I really want to make that area pop, and I'm just doing a little bit light right here in this area. Kind of contouring my nose, but not really. Kind of. Let me steal some of this. I don't need all of that. I don't really care for doing too much contour because I just don't like it. So when I did contour, I used this really dark mahogany color. I don't even see it. But yeah, I use a really dark mahogany. I don't know what I did with it, but I don't really care for that. So I'm not, I just don't like it. I contour every now and then, but this is most of the contour you're going to see me doing, just putting that little lighter color down my eye. All right, sorry, I just got quiet. All right, so just tap and blend this out just to make like your under eyes just a little bit brighter. And you really don't have to. I could have just stuck with that same toast color and put it under my eyebrows, but I'm just making it just a little brighter. That's all. And remember, don't rub, just tap, 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 tap. And this is just what I like to do. You'll see a lot of people having their own technique. I'll turn the stand back on. You know, a lot of people have their own techniques. Technically, I'm a makeup artist just because I'm a cosmetologist. However, I don't consider myself like a professional makeup artist because I used to do people makeup sometimes, but it really wasn't my thing. I'm really not really into doing other people's makeup. So if you talk to someone who actually does makeup on a regular basis, I'm pretty sure they might have better techniques than I do. But this is just what I like. And just things that I've been trying over the years. So I'm just tapping around this little circle. And these are the areas that the light hit, you know. So you just trying to make it look better when the light hit it. And try to keep it just in that area. So I'm just really just tapping in this area. Get that damn fly. You see? It might be a little bright because I have my light on, but the light helps me to be able to see it. So now I'm going to go back in with the translucent powder. And I don't really bake like I used to. Like I used to really bake. And if you don't know what baking is, that's when you set your face. Oh, I'm gonna spend like as soon as this video is over with, I'm getting you. You better get up out of my room because I'm gonna get you. So yeah, I used to bake a lot. Excuse me, but hold on. I used to bake like literally put the powder on and let it sit for a while before I brushed it off. But now I don't do that. I don't really feel like baking. And so I'm only putting the translucent powder in the areas where I put the concealer. And mind you, you don't even have to do all of this, right? When it comes to matching your eyebrows with your hair, you don't have to do the foundation or any of this that I'm doing. I'm just getting ready for the rest of the day. You literally could just do your eyebrows. You can color your eyebrows in with the technique I showed you with the eyeliner and go around it with the concealer and blend it out. But for me, I feel like, you know, the entire look is more cohesive when I do it all. But sometimes I don't do it all. I just color my eyebrows in. I just keep watering. All right. So I only did the translucent powder here, 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 and here, right? So now I'm going to use a little bit of, let me show you. This is the powder that I use. Maybelline Fit Me. And I use number 40. And I also use, this one is dark. And I also use, I think is it 30? I forget. There's another dark color, but it's a little bit lighter. I used to use that instead of the translucent powder, but actually I gave it to my daughter. So I'm going to just, you know, keep using the translucent powder. But I used to put that here and then put this all around. So now I'm going to use my big kabuki brush and just dab it, tap it. And what I like to do is hit it boom, boom, boom. And then just get the blending. And so since I'm not doing eyeshadow, I am going to get up here, but making sure that I don't mess up my eyebrows. Got a little more. I kind of blend out that little fake contour I did. And I'm blending around in a circle. Sometimes I'll do my neck, but not all the time, depending on what I'm wearing, because I don't really want anything to get on my clothes. Get a little bit more and come around my wig. Now, this is one thing that I do. I need to wipe my nose. So a lot of times I'll take whatever is left, whatever powder is left on my brush, and just, try not to get too much. And I tap my eyebrows. Because what that does is that helps to set them, and then it takes away the shininess. And they're not going to look powdery for long. Like your natural oils is going to absorb, so it'll be okay. So now, normally I would have already done my blush, depending on what color that I'm using. Because the blush that I have, if I'm using a liquid or a cream blush, I will put that on and then do my powder, so it'll look more natural. But the color that I'm using a darker red blush, and this one is a powder blush. So because it's a powder blush, I'm just putting it on now with the rest of the powders. So this is my trusty little blush brush, and I'm just going to tap up here and just bring it around in a circle. Just stand in this area. Now, my daughter, she always tells me that I don't have on enough blush and I need to put on more, but I feel like I be having on more than enough. So I like to put a little on my chin and a little on my nose. I don't always put it on my nose, but sometimes. Now, I do go in again and get just a little bit around my hairline. Not too much. I don't want a red hairline. But this is just to add like just a little more color, a little shading. You don't have to do that, but I do. I like to put just a little bit. Now, some people, they do their contour in that area. But like I said, me personally, I don't really care to do contour. So I like to do different types of highlighter. Sometimes I like to use different shades of golds and bronze. But to blend more with the color of my hair, I would normally use a redder type of bronzer like this right here. But I'm not going to use that one today because of my lips. I want my lips to be pink. So I'm going to use more of a pink bronzer, right? So this palette, I love it so much. It's so old, but I got it on clearance. I got a clearance sticker. I got it on clearance at Walmart, but it's by Profusion and it's their Jurassic Park brand. Don't laugh or trip just because it say Jurassic Park, because honey, this is some really good stuff. I dropped it and one of my colors came out, but this pink one right here, that's the one I'm going to use. And I really, really love that one. There's my brush. So I'm going to lightly bring it up because I try not to go too hard with it, because this one, some highlighters are very pigmented, so you have to be careful, and some of them you have to use a lot. This one, it really does not take a lot. Oh, I love this one. It's so cute. And this is all in an effort to blend well with my hair color. So I did my cheeks, I did my chin, but I'm also going to hit my nose and down the bridge of my nose as well. Now, sometimes I'll take a smaller brush and do the bridge of my nose, but what I did was I just put it on the edge of my brush and I'm just doing it. So a lot of times I would stop there, but today I'm just doing just a little bit extra, and I'm putting it right here in the back part of my eyebrows. Now you don't have to do that. Like I said, you could just stop where you were with the eyeliner and the concealer, but I'm just taking it just a little step further, just a little bit. But like I said, I don't do this all the time, just sometimes. And lastly, it's my little pointy brush. There it goes. I'm just going to put just a little bit in my corner. Just a little bit. Some people like to put eyeshadow or concealer in their corners. Some people like it, some people don't. But I love it. So that is the end of that part of the makeup application. So now I'm going to spray once more. And this is going to help to lock it all in. When I first learned about setting spray, I used to see people spray their face and I was like, oh my goodness, they're messing up their makeup. But no, it's not. This is to help to keep it from getting messed up. Keep you on just a little bit. All right. So now, eyelashes, mascara. I'm not doing any eyeliner today. I don't wear eyeliner that often, and when I do, like, where is it? My favorite eyeliner is by NYX or NYX, however you say it, but it's the Epic Ink eyeliner. Oh man, I love this. This is the best. Where's my hand? Oh, I love this eyeliner. Oh, I love it. But I'm not doing eyeliner today. because I'm not doing super beat. Like I know this is beat, but it's not like beat like how I would normally just, not even normally, but how I would go in if I like had somewhere special to go or a special event or something like that. All right, so now I'm gonna do my eyelashes. All right, so I'm just gonna pause because I'm gonna clean the glue off my off the lashes. All right, so I'm gonna do my eyeliner, not my eyeliner, my eyelashes. So this is what I normally use. I used to use black, but my daughter, she asked for, and as you can see, I use it a lot. This is the uh, packaging that it comes in. You can get it from the beauty supply store or you can get it from Amazon. I get it from both. I used to use black, but my daughter was like, you should use clear. She started using clear, and so I started using it. Then another thing, oh, I hope I didn't drop my eyelash. Another thing is she used wait. All right, so time for the eyelashes. So what I normally do, what works for me. So I'm kill the damn fly. So what I normally do is I'll put glue on this eyelash first. If this is the first lash I put the glue on, this is the first lash that I'm going to wear. So I take some of the glue, rub it along the edge of the eyelash, set it down. Usually I always have a paper towel down whenever I do my makeup. I just don't want my counter to get dirty, but I don't want my eyelashes to stick to my camera cut off. So I don't even know if I recorded myself putting my eyelashes on and now I have them on. So just in case, in the event that if I did not catch myself putting these eyelashes on, what I showed was this is an old eyelash, but I put the lash adhesive on the edge of the eyelash, set it down, put it on the next eyelash, set that down, put it on my lash line, then put it on this lash line, right? Then I go back to the first one that I put on and I put that eyelash on, and then I do the next one. If you have long nails, use tweezers. Even when my nails are long, I still use my fingers. Now, sometimes what I will do, I will go in and press it, but I don't know. Well, yeah, I am going to press it today. If I feel like I did not get close enough to my actual, if I feel like I did not get close enough to my lash line when I put the eyelashes on, then I'll go ahead and press it. So yeah, I'm gonna press this one because it was a little far off. Now, some people they do go in after they put their lashes on and they put on some they put mascara on the false lashes. I don't do that. It depends. But for these brown ones, I'm not gonna do it. But I did find some really cute burgundy eyelashes on Amazon. It was a mix of burgundy and black. But I haven't thought to get them. I have to be thinking to get them to grab them. It just didn't cross my mind to get another pair because I only ordered one pair because I wasn't sure if I was gonna like them, and I actually really did. So I really need to order some more. So there you have the lashes. So now on to the mascara. So I was using this mascara by Il Makiage, but I ran out and never ordered anymore. But if you ever tried this, it's really good. Let me show you how. Look at this. It's so small and it really gets in there, like to the base of your eyebrows, and to your eyelashes, and it really helps to spread them out. But this, I ran out, and I actually just keep this just as a reminder. I be trying to remind myself to get some more, but I never do. So when my hair is red, they have this. This is a burgundy mascara. You can get this from Walmart. That's where I got it from. But actually today, I'm not going to use this. I'm just going to use some black because my bottom lashes are not that big. And even though I'm using black, I'm not using a lot of it, and it's still not going to be too strong of a look. Let me show you guys. This, let me see if my other one, you can see the words on it. Because this one you can't really, oh yeah, this one you can see the words on it a lot better. So this is by LA Colors. And I got this from Five Below. So I have two of some of the same makeup. That's because I keep some at home and I keep some in my makeup bag. So in case if I'm going somewhere important, I'll have it. So I need to stand up to do this. But I'm going very light at the bottom. So even though it's black, I didn't put on any eyeliner. So it's just going to be just on the hair. And it's not going to be so strong of a look. Now, if I was to use some eyeliner, I probably would have used like a dark red or a dark brown. All right, so that's it. I really did not want to do too much. I think I kind of messed up a little bit right there, but it's okay. So my daughter, she doesn't usually do strip lashes. She graduated to clusters, and they be really cute. I don't know. I don't be feeling like doing all of that. So, but she takes her time, and they be so cute. So I'm gonna do my lips. Normally, I make my own lip plumper. So usually after I wash my face and I do all of my skincare, my moisturizer and my toner and hyaluronic acid, all of that, I usually put my plumper on my lips. And if I don't use my plumper, I'll use like some lip balm or something like that. And I'll let that sit on pretty thick until it's time for me to do my lips. And if I feel like it's too much, I just dab just a little of it off, but just keep some on. Just keep a little something on. So for my lips, I was going to do this burgundy, but I'm going to stick with this lip liner that I did for my eyebrows. And I'm just going to line my lips, but I want to do a pink look today. So I'm going around. And another thing is you really don't want too much lip gloss or, like lip balm or Vaseline, because that makes it difficult to put on your lip liner. So that's another reason why I dabbed a lot of it off. But I kept some of it on because I'm still trying to decide if I want to do a matte lip or if I want gloss. So if you do a matte lip, you really need to start off with some type of balm or something, because it looks better when you wear matte lips. Because if you don't put anything on, your lips are just going to look super dry. So I'm not just going only just around my lips. I'm going to hit these areas here because I want a more pouty look. So I'm hitting the sides with the eyeliner or lip liner. So once I put on my pink, it'll be more pouty. So you see how I did the sides in a brown, and I left this lighter color up here. So now I'm going to do the pink. I used up the pink lipstick that I really like, and I didn't get any more yet. So I think I'm going to just use one of my liners. And to be honest, you really can use pretty much anything on your lips. You can actually use eyeshadow. I use eyeshadow on my lips quite a bit. I don't even see where my pink is. But is this it right here? Yep, this is it. Yep. You can do liner on your lips and make that a matte look. Look. Now, before I blend it, do you see where I put it just in this area? Kind of like the heart area. I don't know. And so now I'm just going to just add a little bit more up here. Then, now I'm going to blend. I don't know why my top lip looks weird. No, it's not really blended right on my top lip. What's going on with this stuff? I don't usually do this. So you see, when you leave the sides darker, that makes this part pop a little more. I think I am going to use just a little bit of gloss just because that top lip looks weird. So I make my own lip gloss. I have a ton of it. I used to sell it. I usually make a lot of my own self-care products, but I'm not selling it right now. I still legitimately legally have my business, but I'm, if you know me, I sell candy. So I'm like a little bit more locked into my candy business right now. Oh, this is so cute. Oh my gosh. So even though I don't sell it, I still make it for myself. Like right here, I make my own whipped body butter. I don't know if I'm happy that I did the gloss, but here we are. So that's pretty much it. I'm done. So once I do my lips, once it's time to move on to the lips, that's how I know I'm done. Give me a moment. I'm just going to wash my hands really quickly. I'll be right back. All right, so here's the finished look. So as you can see, I have my burgundy eyebrows, and they go right along with my burgundy hair. In my personal opinion, I don't feel like it's too much, but I'm extra anyways. If you don't feel comfortable wearing eyelashes or eyebrows that match your hair color, you don't have to. But what I will say is, at least in the very least, do dark brown. Please do not do black. Black eyeliner or black eyebrows, they don't complement your hair color. It just look really strong. But if you still want to go with black, that's fine. But the bottom line is, shape up your eyebrows, make them look like something, and do the same with your eyelashes. If you don't wear false eyelashes, that's fine. Put on mascara or use the eyelash curlers. But the bottom line is, because this video is just about making yourself look right when you wear colored hair. So You have to make your face go along with the hair. If you just pop on some color hair or a colored wig and your face is not put together, then it's really not going to look right. And I'm just being honest. Some people, they do look good if they pop on a wig, but not everybody. But in the very, very least, if you don't want to do the makeup, in the very, very least, at least shape up your eyebrows. Make your eyebrows look nice. Your eyebrows really help to frame your face. And also, at least use some eyelash curls and make your eyelashes look nice. If you could at least do those two things, that will help to make that hair color look a lot better on you. Now I'm going to get closer. Because like I said, today I use the red on my eyebrow that's a little bit more red than the burgundy that I usually use. But to me, I feel like it goes. It's not lighter. You always want to make sure that your eyebrows are darker than the hair color. You don't want them lighter. But I advise against using, I hope you guys can hear me. I didn't even have a microphone. So I advise against using black. However, if you want to use black, maybe all black. Please don't use jet black, especially if you're older like me. I'm over 40. So when you get older, those dark colors and even dark hair, that really makes you look older. So go a little bit lighter. Instead of jet black, use all black. Instead of jet black hair, maybe do like a 1B or a 2 if you really don't feel comfortable using color. But like I said, this video is specifically for those who want to try color and they're afraid. You can make it look right, but you do have to do a little bit of work to make the entire look cohesive. Well, I hope that helped. And thank you so much for sticking with me if you did stick with me. And I hope you have a great day. Bye. Mwah.